work out the legs. We'll bait him. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go.
No, I've done my run today. You don't even need to work out here. You just check the waves enough. You end up walking like 20 hills. Hi, Molly. Hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
how are you?
Great to see you. Hi, how's it going?
Ryan.
Nice to meet you, Lakey. All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Hey.
I'm gonna come to the foil session later this week. I'm terrible. I need help, desperately.
It's just days before the event window is set to open for the Roxy Pro France and the Quiksilver Pro France. For Jordy Smith, now in 6th place on the WSL Jeep leaderboard, success here would be pivotal to his goal of finishing the season in the top 5. Carissa Moore, fresh off her win at the Surf Ranch Pro, needs a strong performance to maintain her momentum. Peterson is ranked 2nd, and the event here in France represents another chance to stay in the chase for the yellow jersey. And as for Julian Wilson, currently ranked 3rd, a win would bring him ever closer to his first career world title. For all of them, the anticipation is mounting. Anticipation for the tests they'll face on the beaches of Hossegor against the very best in the world. This is All In, life on the WSL Championship Tour.
Carissa driving hard, big flow in transition.
Wow. Jordy having a look at this one. The crowd turning up for their hometown hero.
Julian Wilson, wide open pit.
That was an amazing wave for Julian Wilson.
Meanwhile, Lakey Peterson
Tagging that one off the top.
And Lakey Peterson hangs on for the victory.
So if you're thinking about that twin fin, just kind of in your mind, like what kind of outline you're kind of thinking of. There's so many different outlines we could create, you know what I mean?
The board building process is not something any top surfer would ever overlook. And Jordy Smith, the son of a shaper, takes a hands-on approach to the task.
I mean, what do you think of this outline? What do you think? You like it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely right in between. If my short boards are around like 33 liters, then this should be 35. And normally when they put hips in them,
the wing, you mean, or
the wing.
Yeah.
Is that a standard?
I mean, they can move. You can move them all over the place. It just depends on
like where I'm going to bottom turn. I'm thinking it just needs to be in that last. Like I'm going to be bottom turning, and the last little bit needs to be. I think it's in the right spot. To be honest with you, our main focus at this point right now, like once we've arrived in France, is just to try and get acclimatized and then dial in our equipment. Yeah, just becoming familiar with each board and then, yeah, basically just preparing for D-Day.
The start of the event window is just a few days away, but swell and conditions remain unremarkable, which means the competitors are best off focusing on their preparation out of the water, including Lakey Peterson and her coach, Mike Parsons.
Snippers.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just go through some boards.
Let's do it. So how many 5/8 squash rookies do you have that are normal?
2.
Are these 2?
Yes, and then this is the magic of all magic boards that I just
had all year.
I actually probably will just ride this if it's
bigger. Yeah. There's something about surfboards that are just like, they're so elusive and hard to get a magic one, even though these guys are so amazing at replicating and the dimensions are exactly the same, and yet one will work just that 10–20% better and give you that edge. Well, this one's still pretty light. Something about a board when you win on it, right?
Yeah,
you're like,
like
oh, I'll just ride it again.
Yeah.
Even if it's not better, it's the fact that you won on it. You jump on it and go like, yeah, I want that winning feeling again.
I've literally ridden that pintail right there for like every single heat this year that I've, pretty much every event I've like finaled or won has been on that board.
I think getting the 5/8,
so let's keep maybe
the 5/8s figured out is the most important thing.
Keep the 5/8 all out and over there so they're easy, and I'm gonna lay all these back down.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can hand you those. Let's see.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Of course, it's your best board.
Nothing happened?
No. I mean, barely.
Tight quarters here.
Did you have a nibble?
It's still warm.
It's so yummy.
It's a bit. We actually waited for him to
Oh, it's warm.
warm them up today.
Thank you, guys.
That's fine.
France in general is like one of our favorite events. Like one, because she's done well the last few years, so that's definitely helped. It's such an awesome place, and we got such a sick crew. We always stay with like her coach Mitch, and we got Terry, like the physio, and it's just such a fun house, and it's a good time to relax.
Yeah, right after the surf ranch, I felt like I lost all my upper body strength because we weren't paddling. So I was starting to do upper body stuff. And I don't normally do upper body stuff because usually we're in the ocean and we paddle all the time, so.
Before you surf, I can just tape it a little bit. Do you feel when you paddle?
Yeah.
I'll tape it a little bit today.
It's definitely a challenge when things aren't going as well as kind of she or we hope for, but instead she's just like, all right, I gotta stop making excuses. I gotta get back to the drawing board, and she's like, freaking doing a million workouts a day, and she's a sign of a champion. That's kind of what got her to this point.
The whole surfing community, I think, was, you know, expecting Carissa to do really good in Jeffreys Bay. So that was a moment that was a bit of a shock. She didn't get the result she wanted at all, but, you know, to turn it around, like, you know, now she's just insane. Like, she's surfing so well.
Here, lay on your back. Let's get you adjusted. You can put that on.
Yeah, she's got something in her that a lot of people don't, and, you know, one week she could be off, and the next week she'd be winning events again. So, yeah, it's a real testament to her ability and her mind.
One more. Almost done.
Thank you, Terry.
Julian Wilson is no stranger to France and its beach breaks. He's been competing in the event since 2011, though he's yet to win here. Now, Wilson is in third place on the Jeep leaderboard and can gain valuable ground with a victory here in Hossegor. To help him in that pursuit, his coach, Andy King, has supplied him with a fresh import of equipment for the days ahead.
Wow, that board bag's huge.
It's massive,
Yeah.
I was thinking about chucking my son in it.
Yeah.
It's going to bring the family.
Seriously?
There's enough space to... Looks like there's some gold in there, but...
Yeah. The relationship that me and Kingy have is really special because I feel like he was in a great place in his career and then had a really serious injury and lost his hearing, and his equilibrium was out, so his balance is really difficult, but still surfs, still loves surfing, but obviously kind of had to let go of his dream. And now we get to like go through this journey together. Let's do it.
All right, brother.
Alrighty, we're getting there. We're getting close. He's so passionate about surfing, and like he will be at the beach from sun up to sundown every day of the contest, like understanding exactly the swell direction, the period of the swell, the sandbars, the tides, the time of day.
How's the tide line?
Yeah.
It seriously comes up here.
Massive tide.
That's the tide line.
Yeah. And I get to switch off from the events and then switch on with the best information that I could possibly have.
Yeah, I asked him as a kid, like, what do you want to do? And instead of like, you know, saying I want to have 5 world titles, I want to do this, he said he wanted to change the sport. To have that insight, like as a kid, and actually have that awareness, like, he's got something different. Oh, this thing's too good. Is it down here?
Yeah, this is it. It's just here on the right.
I mean, I like France. I think it's a sweet place. People pay a lot of money to come and vacation here, you know, especially like where we're staying, like right on the beach, you know, really close to a lot of the activities, to the town center. So this is supposed to be the good spot. Do you guys sell actual bags of coffee?
Yeah, we've got one left.
We'll take it. Hello, bruv. What's happening? Family walks.
Yeah, we're going to get some mints.
How are you, bro?
How are you?
Good. Some of that stuff seems to slip by every now and then because I'm here to do a job and to do it to like the best of my ability. But just mentioning it kind of makes you realize like how lucky we really are. I'll see you later. See you, bro.
Days with inconsistent surf can be tough for competitors, whose best form of training is done in the water. For Lakey Peterson, currently in second place in the standings, the wait is particularly agonizing. But today is her 24th birthday, and after 2 months apart, her fiancé is here to keep her busy.
Yeah, so for your birthday, is there any other requests you have?
No.
No, you don't want to do anything?
No,
Go out for lunch?
I don't need, I just had such a huge avocado. Let's just, I don't know, do a little workout or run and then go with those guys tonight. Without Tom in my life, I don't know. I don't think I'd be doing as well as I am, like professionally, but just like even emotionally, like he's been amazing for me.
I think a big part of this year's been more the focus on everything outside of surfing. Like we're getting a house, we're getting married, things are just really good and we're enjoying everything outside of the surfing, so I love her no matter what, and she knows that, and yeah, yeah.
Don't make us look like jocks. I just hate being called like the person that, anyways, just like with Tom, this is like not all we do, and I feel like people think it's all we do.
You're freaks, you guys are freaks.
Like things are freaks. Oh my God. Holy cow, these ones are hard.
We call it almost like activation stuff. So it's more, I guess, movement-based stuff on these sort of days where she's not surfing as much.
It's more because I just can't stop moving, so I make him give me workouts because
a little ADD.
I literally can't sit still. That's all we got today. France, we just have baguettes, and you surf so much and paddle so much here that you're pretty tired to do anything else.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear lady. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Hey.
On the next episode of All In, the surfers make their final preparations for the contest, just before the waves in France determine where their stories go from here.
In Europe, look at that! The tide changes are so drastic that you have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Atlantic Ocean can go from 1 foot to 15 feet like that. So you gotta be prepared for anything.
You got to be ready to perform in any type of conditions. Just being in the moment as well as you can be.
You could be surfing one bank and then in one day, a couple hours later, you're surfing someplace completely different.
You just better be ready to like really go all in with it.
Big air and Julian Wilson!